The Chicago Bears win their second preseason game 38-0, folks, and I got to be honest, it wasn't that close. Welcome into Bears Now by Chat Sports. I'm Harrison Graham. A little post-game reaction for you guys as Caleb Williams and most starters played tonight. There were a few exceptions. Joe Thuney, Grady Jarrett, DeAndre Swift, and a few others did not play for various reasons. But most starters got out there for at least a couple of drives. And listen, sub for Bears dubs, folks. Let's get more subscribers, more Bears fans on this channel. We crossed 127,000 subscribers tonight, which means our next milestone is 128,000. If you want coverage all season, if you're fired up about this football team right now like I am, go ahead and subscribe today. Let's talk about the quarterback. Caleb Williams got the start, and the stat line, I don't think even does it justice how well I thought he played. On that opening drive, it was clinical. 5 of 6, 97 yards. And you saw the full arsenal of different throws and the play calling from Ben Johnson. I love the way they started the game after Tyler Scott flubbed a kickoff return and only got to the 7-yard line. Little just bootleg, flip it out to Kmet in the flat, little 8-yard drive starters. That was cool. Get a first down. Threw an out route to DJ Moore later on with the anticipation after Braxton Jones got beat inside again. Nice little pickup by Britton Brown on that play, or it might have been Hankins, not sure. So you saw the anticipatory throw. Drew Dahlman got clipped with the holding, which pushed them back to 2nd and 16. What does Caleb do? Hits Colston Loveland on an 18-yard deep crosser to get the first down before even getting to third down. Earlier on the drive, hits Cole Kmet on a piss missile seam shot for 29 yards. And then to end the drive, he throws a quick slant to Olamide Zaccheaus, who's been the star of training camp, who took it to the crib from 36 yards out. I thought it was excellent. I thought he was throwing on time and on target. The play calling was excellent. Good mixture of under center and play action game from under center, and also shotgun passing as well. On the second drive, obviously went 1 for 4 on the second drive, but that if you add up all the completions, so the one on the first drive, 2 guys came free on either a blitz or just some O-lines lost some one-on-ones. I'd have to rewatch it. And Caleb got flushed way back and out, threw it at Zaccheaus' feet, so not much he could do there. Another incompletion. They tried to run a running back screen, wasn't there, dirted it at the running back's feet. And then there was one, I thought the one missed throw was on, he got back to his check down to Deion Hankins, kind of threw it on his back hip. I think a good pass-catching running back would have made the play, not a strength of Hankins, so incomplete, but not a great ball either, for being fair. And then on a 3rd and 5, after hard counting to get from 3rd and 10 to 3rd and 5, got Buffalo to jump. Caleb got rid of the ball quickly because there was pressure, got it out on time, on target. Odunze drops the ball. Now, he kind of had to not die, but go to the ground. You got to make that play if you're Odunze. But all in all, 10 passes, maybe one throw was slightly off target. I thought Caleb was really good. That first drive was just clinical, 93 yards straight up and down the field. Really, really good stuff. And if Rome catches that third down, maybe they'll go score again. So exciting to see him play. Thought he played well. And I think the question now, it'll be interesting to see how Ben Johnson and the staff approaches this. They play again in 5 days. Do you play Caleb against the Chiefs? We'll talk about some injuries in a minute, but a few key guys went down tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how aggressive they play it, or if they play it safe. Would you play Caleb against the Chiefs? Type Y for yes, type in for no. The reason I'd consider it, because it is a road environment, maybe you give him a drive, but can't imagine it's going to be an extended run if he does play. Speaking of the quarterback, if you're fired up about him, get his jersey, chatsports.com/Caleb jersey. That link is in the comments and description of this video. Only $100, guys. Usually these NFL Nike jerseys start at $119.99. Right now they're $99.99 plus tax. $100. Awesome deal. Chatsports.com/Caleb jersey. Click and shop today. The running back position is getting interesting because DeAndre Swift didn't play tonight. I think that's a smart move, if I'm being honest, especially with the injuries back there. Roschon Johnson's still out, and we didn't find out until pregame warmups. Kyle Monungai was not in uniform. Now, he was down there, so that would lead one to believe it's not a serious injury, but maybe he got banged up in the joint practice on Friday, but Deion Hankins got the start. And then he got injured later. We'll talk about the injury report in a minute. But Britton Brown, I thought looked pretty good. 16 carries, 73 yards on the night. Had a touchdown. That's 4.6 per clip. Deion Hankins in limited action, 3 catches for 10 yards, or 3 carries for 10 yards. And then Ian Wheeler started a little slow, but I thought he picked it up. 19 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. That RB room is kind of up in the air right now. Didn't see Travis Homer tonight. I think the safe backs are DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monungai, and Travis Homer. I don't know what's going on with Roschon's injury. Obviously, technically, I don't with Monungai either, but I don't think that one is too serious. I do wonder if they look around for another running back. Brian Robinson, the Commanders are reportedly shopping him. Do you consider bringing him onto this football team? Jordan Schultz had that report about an hour, 2 hours before kickoff. That would be intriguing to me. He's got over 2,300 yards all-purpose in 3 seasons. Big physical runner. He would be an intriguing fit with DeAndre Swift. Could you get him for like a 6th or 7th round pick? I would consider that if he's available, but keep an eye on that position. Tyler Scott had a pretty good night tonight after that muffed kickoff return. I don't think he's in good position to make the team, but I thought he flashed. Is he a guy you could maybe trade, get something for him? I'm not sure, but you see it in there. That's what's so frustrating with him. Like, he's got the ability. He can separate. Had a nice touchdown catch in the corner from Tyson Bagent. We talked about the Zaccheaus catch and run. That's what we've seen in camp. Yards after the catch. Zaccheaus, as someone put in the live chat. I can't remember who that was, but credit to whoever said that. Luther Burden looks smooth. Bagent hit him on a 22-yard crosser. He later had a nice yak play on a little kind of boot to the right as well. He's a cool customer. I think the top 4 receivers of DJ, Rome, Zaccheaus, and Burden are really, really good. They all can do some different things. Colston Loveland, we mentioned his 2 catches as well. And then it was nice to see Cole Kmet have that 29-yard seam shot also. Okay, let's get to some injuries now. We start with Austin Booker, who had another sack tonight. Looked pretty good once again, but apparently on the opening kickoff of the second half, he came up gimpy and did not return. They labeled him with a knee injury. Terell Smith didn't look good. Non-contact knee injury. Don't want to speculate. A lot of times that's an ACL, though. So we'll see. And you're a little thin at corner. Jalen Johnson did work out before the game, so he's trending toward playing in week 1. Kyler Gordon's banged up right now. He should be back, but there's been a lot of attrition in that secondary during camp. Booker and Domrob both go down, and they've both looked good in the preseason. That's a position you're thin at. If one of those injuries is serious, I think you're going to have to go get a defensive end. So keep an eye on the injury report over the next couple days. We'll have that monitored for you guys. I mentioned the Deion Hankins injury earlier. And then J.P. Richardson left late in the game with an ankle injury as well. But Terell Smith, I think that's a long-term injury. Domrob and Austin Booker, I'm not sure. You hope those are precautionary, but again, those guys have popped a little bit, but more importantly, you're thin at that position after Montez Sweat, Dio Odengbo. Tano Passanio flashed a couple of times tonight, so that helps, but you need bodies at that edge rusher position right now. And if Booker and Domrob are going to miss some time here, hopefully they aren't, that's a position where, there still is Zadarius Smith out there. There's a Jadeveon Clowney. Trey Hendrickson, the Bengals are taking calls. Do you just go nuclear and take a swing? I'm not sure the Bears would be in on him, but that would certainly be kind of the all-in type of option. I want to hear from you guys. Do the Bears need to add an edge rusher? Type 1 for yes, or you can type 2 for no. Give me your thoughts down in the comment section below. And just kind of emptying the clip here, just some other thoughts. Ryan Poles mentioned Jade Walker as someone who has stood out to him that was kind of flying under the radar in camp. He almost blocked a punt tonight, had a couple more catches as well, 2 catches for 20 yards, so maybe keep an eye on him. I think with the injuries at corner, a guy like Nick McLeod might make this football team. He's been getting reps ahead of Josh Blackwell at nickel over the past couple of days, and I didn't see Blackwell tonight, so he might be a little nicked up as well, so that could explain some of that. But other than that, listen, I know it's the preseason, but you see just the play calling and the disguise that Ben Johnson can bring offensively. I mean, Dennis Allen is blitzing 7 with 7 minutes left in the game. I mean, this coaching staff is aggressive. It's creative. They want their opponents playing on their heels. And you've seen that through a couple of preseason games now. I mean, hell, we didn't even talk about Tyson Bagent. He cooled off, but 13 of 22, buck 96 and a touchdown. He started 8 for 10. So like I said, he cooled off a bit, but he looked good. And Austin Reed, 6 for 7. Case Keenum dealing with that leg injury, didn't play tonight, but he should be back soon. It's preseason. I understand that, but you just beat the Bills' ass. So I get it, didn't play their starters, but your 2s, your 3s, kicked the Bills' 2s and 3s asses after the Bears starters played a series or 2. So, take that for what it's worth, but I think this is a competitive group, and you can tell that they're much better coached than what it was under the last regime. All right, there you have it. Bears 38, Bills nothing, as they improved to 1-0-1 in the preseason. They, of course, tied last week. Bears-Chiefs coming up on Friday. Again, we'll see what the game plan is with the starters, but I would imagine this staff is pretty pleased with what they saw tonight. We'll cover it all week, so be sure to subscribe to the channel.